No, 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 no. What is that? Oh, God. What is going on here? Oh, wow. Okay, that was a bit of a fail. Anyway, I might cut that out. Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farms for another episode of Haut Beyleron Start From Scratch. So carrying on from last episode, we've just finished up with a harvest contract. We've finally purchased the lizard subsoiler so we can expand and start working on our own fields. We're just driving back to the main farm now because we're going to flip a field which has some sorghum on it. So we're going to utilise our combine here, and we've got enough cash in the bank to buy that field, harvest the crop, and then flip it, and then they'll give us some sorghum to sell. So while we're doing that, we might actually invest in purchasing see if we can get a reasonably priced trailer. Now it looks like we're probably going to have to lease one. I am open to buying one full price. However, I want to be mindful of not making a sort of rash purchase on that front. So let's head over to the farm. We'll go and purchase that land, and we'll go from there. So I'll send this guy back on a worker actually. No, 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 no. What is that? Oh, God. What is going on here? Oh, wow. Okay, that was a bit of a fail. Anyway, I might cut that out. Oh, I can't even pick this up. Alright, what I meant to do there was enter the worker menu, but instead I hired a worker, and that automatically tries to unfold everything. It's a bit silly how it says hire worker when every other implement says open AI worker menu. I mean, I wish it was consistent. So let's go set destination. Let's go down here. I guess it just depends on the implement. Could be well, I've got no idea. I'm not going to speculate because I don't know. But just consistency would be nice across machinery. Okay, so we've got our subsoiler there. We've just ploughed out field 38. So this is field 39 is the one that's got the sorghum on there. So that's the one we're going to purchase. So let's go and do that. So we jump into our PDA, open up the land menu, select that. We'll buy it. So we now own that. Oh, we've also got this guy under contract too for field 1, so let's get him underway. Actually, forgot about this guy. So this is just a lazy $1,000 contract. Nice animation on the cultivator though. Very cool. Okay, this guy is on the way. Alright, any used equipment? Nope, we don't have anything. Okay, so let's see if we're... Yeah, so it looks like we could possibly get this one. I've used the class Karat before. Quite liked it. Look, it's probably going to be this one, eh? Now we do have the trailer fill limit setting turned on. Oh, this comes with an extension too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll go the extension for $2.5 grand. Troll bogs, standard wheels. Alright, let's buy this. So it's going to be 20 grand. We've got 4 Gs in the bank after that. Yeah, I'm happy. Okay, 20,000, yes. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this guy is... So let's take over. So we'll just use our T9 to tow that trailer. I mean, it's a bit of overkill having a 500 horsepower tractor tow such a small trailer, but part of the reason why we invested in the T9 is because we got that ability to do just about everything that we need to horsepower requirement wise. It's never going to be an issue. I mean, I say never, but unlikely. Now I wonder if we can get straw out of this too. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop it. I can't remember if sorghum gives you straw. I'm sure someone in the comments will know. So right, let's drop off this subsoiler. Go and grab our grain cart. And obviously we've got nowhere to store the sorghum, so we are just going to sell it straight away. I mean, the other downside with this tractor is it's only got a 30 kph top speed. Whatever that is in mph, I have no idea. Just safe to say it's pretty slow. Alright, I'll head on over, pick this up, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, here we are. New purchase, ready and waiting. I hope this goes on. There's no reason why it shouldn't. There we go, excellent. I'm going to try to do a sneaky cut through here. Saves us having to go through the long way. I mean, we could put a bit of I'll put a bit of a road in here at some stage. And obviously the plan is to purchase field 37 as well. And I want to get rid of those trees just to sort of open up the area a little bit. That would be very handy. I wonder if I've turned the traffic off. I haven't seen cars for a long time. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly turn that traffic back on. Yeah, I wonder if I must have had an unfortunate incident somewhere along the line where I've had to turn it off. I do normally play with it on. It does irritate me to no end. However, I just like it because of the immersion factor. But if you see me raging at traffic occasionally, just know it's by choice. Alright, let's get this guy unloaded. There we go, there's a car. I'm watching you, buddy. He's trying to break the land speed record. Maybe it's Jeremy Clarkson. Anyway. So it'd be interesting to see if we do hit the trailer fill limit at some stage with some of these crops. I mean, it might be unlikely, but we'll see. Let's check in on this guy. So field 1's relatively small, so this shouldn't take too long at all. Let's have a quick look at our contracts menu. We've got another cultivating contract we can get underway, so I'm going to do that. So it's only 1,000, so we'll just borrow the items for that. So we've got the John Deere 7810. So I think this is... It might be the exact or very similar to the one you start with on Elm Creek. Might be a manual too. Or a stick shift, depending on where you are in the world. But I think this guy's got to go to field 8, we said. Okay, so let's open the worker menu. Who have we got driving today? I mean, nice detail on the hitch area. A nice animation on the tyre tread, actually. I do like the colours in this game too. They're very vibrant. Right, enough of that. Let's check in on our workers. So this guy is doing nicely. He's got basically probably 2 runs left. So let's go and position down. I probably can just hang out here, actually, to be honest. Turn that engine off to save fuel. Right, this guy's full again. So what I'm going to do is I'll just back it in. Just save moving the tractor closer. Obviously we're on the wrong side for piping out, so just try and do this as efficiently as possible. Alright, let's get back underway. So really not much left at all, eh? Get that worker underway again. This guy's probably about halfway, I would say. Right, field 8, perfect timing. So I'll resume control and we'll get this guy working pretty much straight up. Let's make sure we're getting all the field there. Cool, nice work. Right, let's actually, before we do that, let's check for the best price for sorghum currently. Marisomes, that's the train. Actually, I'm going to go to the grain mill because we want to try and fill that up. Actually, I might have to make 2 trips here. Unless this should... Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, I'm just going to park this guy off to the side. Turn the engine off. I've got to get into the habit of turning the engine off, because that is chewing through our fuel. Has this got a cover? No. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's head over to the grain mill and try not to get taken out by the traffic. See? Told ya. I love it, but I hate it at the same time. What a crazy mixed up world. Alright, well I'm going to drive this. I'm on the right. I'm on the right side of the road. I hope. I'm from the southern hemisphere, so we drive on the left side, so that's why I'm all over the place when I drive. No place like home, right? Alright, I'm going to drive this over. I'll see you guys over there. Alright, here we are coming up to the grain mill. Alright, so here we are at the grain mill. So like I keep mentioning, anything you put into the grain mill, when we go to purchase this grain that we put in will be available for us to turn into flour. So we're basically double dipping. We're getting paid to deliver the grain, and then that grain that's in there we can utilise to turn into flour products, which in turn we can turn into bread once we purchase it. So 7 grand, I mean, not bad, also not amazing. Keeping in mind we can flip that field back straight away, so we're not going to have an issue. Alright, I'm going to drive this guy back over on a worker. Alright, hopefully we don't run into any issues there. Contract on field 1 is coming along nicely. Probably what I should have done is I should have went the long runs here. Just so there's less time turning around. And this guy's actually making pretty good time. Nicely done. I am going to get this guy. Actually, what we'll do before we do anything else is we need to sell this field on. So back into the menu, sell it for 1200. I wonder if we can. I wonder if that wheat over there. So there's wheat in. So there's wheat in field 37. How much is this field to buy? 276,000. So a bit too expensive for us at this stage, but definitely something we would look to get on board with once we've got the cash there. All right, let's fold this header as well, just in preparation for our next contract potentially. All right, this guy's making his way back nicely. Contracts are going along swimmingly. All right, this guy's made it back nicely. Well done. All right, let's have a look at the contracts. There was a fertilizing contract that we possibly could look to do. I mean, fertilizing is very expensive, so it's probably not ideal. Got another harvesting contract we can look to do. Field 18. So where's field 18? It's a relatively short commute. Don't particularly want to send. I mean, I will if I have to. Like, it's not the end of the world. But what I'm probably more interested in doing is getting some grass planted, actually. So let's go and check out what we can utilise to plant grass. So, what do we got? Grassland care. So we got the Dalbo Maxi Roll 6.3 green line for 26,000. So this thing will fertilise and seed for us. So if we chuck a seeder on there. And for 30 grand, not bad. Okay, what else we got? So we got the APV GK300. So this will do the same. And it will also do canola. Pretty small working width though. So I think what we will do is we'll go to the Maxi Roll green line. So what we can do with this thing is we can seed and we can also fertilise with this. So obviously when we do the rolling, that's going to give us a fertiliser state. It's got a 6.3 metre working width and 100 horsepower tractor requirement. So if we do come across a small or medium tractor, we'll be able to utilise this as well. So let's purchase that outright. So that's 29,500. So yes to purchase. Alright, let's jump in the T9. Just make sure our combine's turned off. So we'll head on over to the farm shop, pick up this seeder. I mean, grass roller, seeder, whatever you want to call it. So I'll head over to the shop and I'll see you guys over there. Alright, here we are. So we can see our seed is there, so we're going to have to get some seed for it. Alright, let's grab some seed. So let's go, yeah, we'll just get a pallet. So we'll see how many pallets it takes to fill this thing. I mean, the hopper's pretty small, so I can't imagine. No, this should connect. Okay, refill the roller. So it only takes 250 litres. Alright, hopefully this seed goes a long way. Got a feeling that it's potentially not going to. I mean, it'd have to. Why else would you put a seeder on there? I mean, I guess we're about to find out. So let's drive this on over and we'll see how we go. Alright, here we are. Let's see how we go. Okay, so let's get this unfolded. We've got grass selected. We've got... So let's lower the roller. Let's just see what happens here. So... turn on roller, perhaps? Okay, so we may get a fair chunk of... Okay, so this might work out actually. Looks like this seed's going to go a reasonably long way. So what I'm probably going to do is I'll do this edge, and then I'll do that headland row. And then I'll set this off on a worker, then we'll go check in on our contracts. And what we'll be able to do here as well is we'll be able to mow the grass on the verges to increase our yield just that little bit extra. So that'll be handy actually. Okay, that's good. Lift roller. I'm just going to swing around. So this should be a good little purchase actually. It's not something I've used before, but any piece of machinery that allows you to do 2 jobs or multiple jobs. So in this case, being able to plant the grass. So let's lower that roller down. Turn off the rollers on. Yeah, so being able to plant the grass and then subsequently being able to fertilise it by rolling to improve our yield is going to be a big time saver. So this should work out well. And obviously we only have to plant the grass once and it will grow back as an evergreen crop, so that will further improve the situation. Okay, see if my reversing skills are any good this time. Have we? Oh, no, we might be right. Okay, let's send this guy off on a worker. I'm overlapping slightly just because I don't want to miss any, probably missed a tiny bit, but that's alright. Alright, let's go check in on our contracts. Done. And almost done. Okay, so let's collect. So that's an easy 900. Collect that. Still got a couple of baling contracts. I mean, we could get into those, but I know they're very labour intensive. So if I know I've got a lot of other stuff on, I'll probably stay away from it. A few more harvesting contracts sitting there. Probably something I'll pass on for now. Alright, I think what we're going to do for the rest of this episode is potentially get this grass field completed. So I've still got the worker underway at the moment. See if they can negotiate the field. So far so good. This guy's still doing his thing. Alright, let's have a look at some potential tractors. So if we're looking at the small tractors, what do we got on the top of the range? So the Valtra N series, the class Arion that we passed on earlier So we can't quite afford any of these at the moment. What about the medium tractor department? So the Massey Ferguson MF6700. What can we afford in the small tractor department? The Valtra A series. So that's 135 horsepower. So we'll be able to utilise this for grass work. I think probably what we do need, still a bit pricey. I'd probably like to get any of the Fendt Varios, any of the 7Rs, JCB Fast Track, that'd be good. The Fendt Vario 1000 is probably the most versatile, however it's quite expensive. So in the medium tractor department, probably any of these sort of higher end. So let's just sit on that for the moment, I think. Alright, this guy is nearly done, so okay, grass field is coming along nicely. So let's just check out the growth status. So what do we got? So grass growing, 35% yield bonus, needs lime, needs rolling. So I think the rolling refers to pushing these stones in. So that's with a where are we? A field roller. So one of these guys. So these two are base game, the Dalbo Power Roll and the Dalbo Mega Roll. So they're there to mitigate the field stone and also give you a 2.5% yield bonus. And also it needs lime. So let's go and check the PDA actually, because we haven't actually done any arable work so far. So I haven't been paying attention to the field states. So here we are. If we go to field 38, ploughed, we've got, so that is fertilised somewhat. Where's the lime? Oh, I've got it all turned off. That's handy. Okay, let's try this. Weeds, ploughing, lime, rolling, mulched stones. Okay, all that's turned on. Okay, grass. I don't know why grass is turned off by default. Never understood that. If anyone knows, please let me know. Okay, so we've got growth state on our grass. We've got a ploughed state on our field. We've got yellow stones, so that would indicate small stones. That section of field we're standing on needs lime. So I wonder if we can lime. Oh, look, I'm not going to worry about the lime for now. Once we get the equipment to handle it, we'll put it on. So if I go over to our OG field, which is over here, yeah, so we're 100% fertilised because we ploughed in that withered crop. This new section that we're on over here needs lime. Okay, good to know. All right, this guy's all done. Let's collect on that. Okay, $848, nicely done. So just checking in on our contract earnings. So we've got 23,000 in contract income, 17,000 from harvest income, 8,000 in wages, roughly speaking. And we're showing a $43,000 loss so far for August. However, that is taking into vehicle running costs, 11,000. That was for the repairs. And we bought 68,500 in new vehicles. So that would have been the trailer and the roller. And possibly something else. We don't own that much stuff, so. And how's our loan amount actually? Our loan is, where does it tell us our loan amount? Ah, 250, yeah. So nothing to worry about there. Pretty minuscule. Alright, well I'm going to leave this guy to tend to this field, getting our grass in. And then we'll come back in the next episode and we will check out how we're travelling with the grass. We'll try and get a growth state on it in preparation for its first mow. So the things we're going to be looking out for, we're going to want a small tractor. Oh, we're out of seed. Oh, stitch up. How'd that happen? Alright, well what I'm going to do is I'm going to go refill this seeder and hopefully not have a collision with this car. So I'm going to go refill the seeder. We're going to get the rest of this field sorted and planted, and then we'll come back in for the next episode and go from there. So thanks very much for watching, really appreciate it. Like I said, any comments, leave them below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.